Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. I don't know the song that I'm singing. Man, you know what I mean? I just sometimes it's like, bro, you know what I mean? I wish we were that family that like sung Christmas carols and like really like went deep into it, like, you know, pull
like opera type thing.
Like, Chris, nah, I can't even get that.
You wish that?
Man, you know what I mean? Like, you know those people that like go around to other homes and like are constantly
like knock
singing?
on doors.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't give you one Christmas song.
Yo, that'd be hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we might have to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Just for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Man, house by house.
Just, hey, how you guys doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast, where we're here to change your perspective
and elevate your mindset.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know it's the Christmas season. It's the holiday season, no matter what you celebrate. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. You know, we got Roman here.
We got Josh for here. I'm Josh.
There you go. That's him. You know what I'm saying? The one that he don't know no Christmas carols. You know what I'm saying? But today we're here to talk to you about redirecting your focus and how important that is to redirect your focus. I mean, this is the last episode of the 2023. It's crazy to think about that it is the last episode of 2023. But we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, for tuning in every episode and getting edified and really listening and taking heed to the things that we're teaching and things that we're trying to impute into you guys. You guys motivate us to keep going and to keep doing these episodes, because really and truly, this is the reason why we started it. It was to help our community and really to give a new perspective, because we do feel like there's a lot of perspectives that don't go or that go unheard or we don't really speak about in our age demographic. But I thank you so much for tuning in, because you're here only because you want to be better. So, like I said, redirecting your focus. I know it's the end of the year. Mm-hmm. I know it's time where everybody's eating food, being with family. They thinking it's time to chill. Kick up their foot. The snow is coming. I don't know where you at, but over here the snow is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Winter
and so, you know what I mean? Winter is coming, and so we sometimes you feel like winter's coming. Let's hibernate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's lock ourselves in our rooms and not come outside unless we gotta go to work. Or like, you know what I mean, do something really vigorous outside, or something super important outside. Mm-hmm. But this is not the time to let off the gas. I know that when the snow is on the ground and you're driving, you sometimes you want to take your time driving. This is not the time. This ain't the season for that. Because just because it's a new year doesn't mean it's new year, new me. We told you about that last episode. Remember that? We told them. We said, hey, it's not new year, new me. It's new year, new focus. You know what I'm saying? We are on the same grind. We seen the vision. We know what we got to get to and what we got to do to get to our vision and get to our goals and fulfill our purpose. We know all of that stuff. We just got to reshape our focus. Keep the focus, but redirect it. Make sure that we are on track. Do little things and little inventories to, I said it. I said it in one of the episodes about inventory. Take inventory often. Boy, when I said that, I knew that was gonna come back. I knew it was gonna come back because of how important that is. Take inventory often. This episode is really here to teach you how to redirect your focus and the importance of redirecting your focus. Deuce, Joshua, Austin, the man of many names. You know what I'm saying? I need you to tell them. I need you to impute. I need you to give them a story or give them something where you had to redirect your focus. You was going in the past, and you had to redirect your focus to be able to get to where you are today. Talk to them.
Yeah, quick story. As you know, I was sick.
Golly.
A couple weeks ago, maybe
Jesus.
2 weeks.
Yeah, he was trying to get everybody sick.
It was a bad sickness. I was in bed for damn near a whole week. Mm-hmm. And there's pros and cons to when I get sick. Yeah. Honestly, when I get sick, there's a pros and cons, because when I'm sick, it's a time where I'm away from my routines, and that's what gives me the time to reevaluate, reflect, and then reanalyze, and then create anew. Mm-hmm. So I went through hell, that sickness. I was shivering. It was bad.
It was really bad. Yeah.
But it gave me the opportunity to look at the things that I was so in it that I didn't really reflect the benefit or a better way to do it. So I definitely, it was a blessing, the sickness. So I think what everyone...
That's the next episode. Blessing in the sickness.
Yeah,
sorry.
For those that aren't, I guess, blessed enough to get sick.
That's me. I'll get sick.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta look at all the things in your life
like what I did just the other day was I wrote out my morning habits. Just not what I want my morning habits to be, but what it is now. And I got this from the book Atomic Habits, James Clear, where you write what you do. So wake up at 8 a.m. Maybe that's the way how early you want to wake up. Positive. So you write a plus. Brush my teeth. Positive. Take a shower. Positive. Then it's check phone. Negative. Make my bed. Positive. And then once you slowly you go through your routine, and you see what you want to take out, you see what you want to bring in, and you just reevaluate your life and how you're operating. I think that's so important, especially for this new year. You want to take the right first step. You got 6 days left. I don't know when this post, maybe 7 days by the time this post, but just reevaluating and taking this time, you're gonna be ahead of the game, man, and you're gonna be where you want to be. Most importantly,
Yeah, and I mean, you said it. I think the biggest thing out of that was, making sure that you have more positives, and subtracting all the negatives that you have. So I know a big thing that people always say is when you wake up in the morning, don't even look at your phone. You know what I'm saying? What I like to do is give my first 15 minutes to God. So it's like as soon as I wake up, I'm not scrolling and try to check what was popping from when I was sleeping on socials or whatever. Let me give it to something that is going to edify me, right? Some people like to, the first 15 minutes when they wake up, maybe you meditate. You know what I mean? Maybe you're sitting there, you just want silence. Whatever you got to do, but create a routine in whatever you do that is positives more than negatives. Right? There's some things that are inevitable. You're gonna check your phone.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying. You might get a Tim's and you get a tea and then you get a donut. That might be the negative, right? There's some things that are inevitable, but you're fighting to stay focused on your goal, because right, if your goal is I'm gonna lose a certain amount of weight and now you're at Tim's getting a donut, that's a negative, right? So you have to know what your focus is. You got to know what your goals are. And you have to write down and figure out how to stay on track and focus on your goal to make sure that you have more positives than negatives, right? And how important that is, right? I think it's so important because when we talk about redirecting our focus, our phones is the biggest distraction. The same as life sometimes, and the people that we have around us is such a huge distraction, right? Redirecting our focus is saying that outside of the things that are inevitable, right? Like I said, your phone is going to be on you. Unless you decide to, I know a lot of people that are getting rid of their phones, their iPhones or whatever, and are going to flip phones because they don't want that constant dopamine, right? So, and that's a huge thing. Like, I thought I could do it. Honestly, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could go back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But even taking one day out of the week and saying, I'm just going to use a flip phone, right? I'm going to redirect and reshape how I think, right? It's a huge step, but sometimes you have to do the drastics. Sometimes you have to go above and beyond and do the thing that people might think, what? Like, you're dramatic. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing a lot. But guess what? They're not doing the things that are necessary to get them to where they need to be, right? So whatever you have to do, because you know your purpose and you know your goals, you know your focus, whatever you have to do to be able to get to where you got to get to, doesn't matter what everybody else thinks, right? This season that you're in, a lot of people get lazy, but this season you are going to redirect your focus to get you to where you got to get to. I know it's hard, man. In the winter months, I won't even lie to you. When you were sick, I was taking care of him, making sure that he was good, and it caused me, I chose not to go to the gym as much, right? I was working a lot more. I was making excuses all the time. I was like, nah, I'm too tired. And I had to really sit down and say to myself, I gotta change my thinking, right? Because it's not that the gym is a burden. It's not that it's too far. It's not that it's gonna take too much time. It's not that but it's because I know where I wanna be that I have now told myself I can push that aside, right? I had to reshape the way I thought and said, no. No matter come hell or high water, every day I'm gonna make sure I'm getting in my time. If it's before I'm going to bed and I'm delirious, I'm bust tired, I gotta be up in about 2 or 3 hours because I don't sleep, right? I'm gonna get a workout in. If it's right beside my bed and I gotta do whatever I gotta get to, if I gotta get my push-ups in, my squats in, whatever I gotta do, I gotta reshape how I think so that I'm redirecting my focus into the goal that I said that I want to accomplish, that I want to achieve. You know what I mean? Those are the hardest battles. I promise you. The battles that you have with yourself are the hardest battles to overcome. But the problem is that we don't sign contracts for ourselves. We can hold everybody else accountable but ourselves. And the season that we're in now, a lot of people get lazy. Forget that. I think every season there are people that are gonna get lazy. But Christmas, the holidays, the end of the year, what? You know what I'm saying? You told yourself all year you weren't going to cheat your diet, and now Christmas came along, and now you're like, yeah, that's about. And grandma made that. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just, so.
And I'm gonna eat it.
Yes. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So it's so important to redirect your focus in the season as now, because you're gonna have so many people that are gonna say it's a new year. Now let me change. Right? It's January 1st. Now let me change. Now let me switch it up. Now let me do better. When it's like, wow, you got today. Whatever today is, you got today. You don't know if you have next week, so you got today. Make sure that today you are putting in the work and putting in the effort and putting in the time to do what you said you wanted to do and wanted to accomplish, so that when January 1st comes, you're already hit the ground running. You're already in the race. You're not just getting your shoes on. You see what I'm saying? So redirecting your focus so that you accomplish the goals that you set you wanted to, but so that you get to the purpose that you know that you are destined for. Redirect your focus. I don't know, man. I feel like that's
end of the year, I was going through the photos, going through a bunch of the photos that we went through the year, and it was like, I had to ask myself, did I do what I wanted for the year? I mean, I've written down goals, but did I, apart from that, did I do the things that I wanted to do? Was I consistent in the habits and stuff that I want to accomplish and the things I want to accomplish? So it's like, once you do that and you evaluate, and then maybe you have hit it. Maybe you did do the things that you wanted to do for the year, and you did accomplish, and you put in the work for the year. And now it's like, you've reached this mountain. What do I do now? So I think and then here's the thing, you reach the mountain, and then now you have that view, and then you just have to find another mountain to climb, a higher mountain to climb. So it's just that constant improvement and getting better on what you've already done throughout this year. So just reevaluating, reassessing, and then getting back to work.
And redirecting your focus. Man, thank you so much for tuning in to not only another perspective talk, another perspective podcast episode, but thank you so much for tuning in to an amazing year that we've been able to have in starting. You know what I mean? We talked about starting this for so long, and again, I just want to thank you guys for just being on this ride and this journey with us. This isn't the end. This isn't the middle. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of us. Man, this is so much, man. I could almost break down, to be really honest with you. We never thought that this would come to light, but we decided to start all those months ago. About 6 months ago, we decided to just start, and now we're here 6 months later, episode 15, 16, and out on all platforms. The things that we've been able to accomplish and the things that we've been able to do. I just know that if you guys follow along in this journey with us, that you will see yourself 6 months later and be so proud of the work that you put in. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. We're here to change your perspective.
Elevate your mindset.
Man, know that we love you. Know that we're proud of you. And know that we're praying for you. This is to 2023, and knowing that 2024 is going to be an even better, a more spectacular, a more blessing-filled, abundance-filled. It's going to be one of them years. You know what I mean? So just enjoy the times that you're in. Enjoy the moment that you're in. I promise you won't get this time back. And I'm going to break down this. I promise you're not going to get this time back. But you're going to thank yourself in the future. So thank you for being on this ride with us, on this journey with us. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones. From our family to yours. 2023, 2024, to even bigger and better things. Right?